high school baseball star, walks free after sexually assaulting multiple victims. Oklahoma teen who was facing nearly 80 years behind bars after being convicted of raping, behind bars after being convicted of sexually assaulting two high school girlfriends. But now he will avoid any prison time. Wow. 18-year-old Jesse Mack Butler is his name. As the case has made headlines, social media users are livid, and boy, are they responding.
If you do not believe in white privilege, just listen to this. Right here is an 18-year-old who was facing 78 years in prison. He will no longer serve even one day. This violent monster behind me, his name is Jesse Mack Butler. I want you to guess what he did. He violently assaulted two 16-year-old girls. He viciously assaulted these girls multiple times. One of these times, he strangled the 16-year-old girl so bad that her doctor said if he choked her for 30 seconds more, she would be dead. In March of this year, he was charged as an adult with 10 crimes. 2 counts of RAPE, 3 counts of RAPE using instrumentation, 1 count of battery, 2 counts of domestic assault by strangulation, and 1 count of domestic assault and battery. In January of last year, a 16-year-old said that he attacked her multiple times. When he refused to sleep with her, he attacked her. Doctors told her family that she would need surgery to repair the damage on her neck. This 16
That's a lot, and it's hard to hear. But Oklahoma teen who was facing 80 years behind bars after being convicted, sexually assaulting two high school girlfriends, has dodged prison altogether under a shocking sweetheart plea deal, sparking outrage among the victims' parents and lawmakers. Jesse Mack Butler, age 18, avoided jail time last week over the spate of 6 attacks on the two 16-year-old girls in Stillwater in early 2024, including one victim close to death after being choked unconscious. News 9 reporting this. Initially, Butler, then 17, was charged as an adult, slapped with 10 felony counts, including sexual assault, attempted assault, sexual battery, assault. Baseball player pleaded not guilty to all charges, but later struck a deal with the DA's office to change his status from adult to youthful offender, because that's looking out for the rest of society. That's helpful to the women he'll encounter in the future. Butler, who is the son of a... Here we go. Butler, who is the son of a prominent local sports coach, switched his plea to no contest after a judge signed off on the deal. Was it over a card game at one of their homes? Family potluck dinner? In the photo, Butler can be seen outside the courtroom with his mother and sister. I want to be careful, ladies. Sorry, but he's the one accused of such grossness. Under local laws, the youth plea deal meant Butler was sentenced last week to just 1 year of rehabilitation and community service, despite facing roughly 78 years in the slammer. By giving him youthful offender status, all the prison time went away. Just like that. The attacks on the two girls unfolded early last year when they each dated the sports star, according to court documents. First victim telling investigators Butler repeatedly sexually assaulted her, choked her when she tried to refuse during their 3-month relationship. Her doctor said she had to undergo surgery to repair damage to her neck after being choked, that she would have died if the choking had lasted another 30 seconds, were papers charge. Other victim reported that she too had been choked until she passed out. Police later found a video on Butler's phone of him choking the girl. Hey, you know what? Do you understand what we're dealing with here? It was bad enough, but when you put the fact that this clown, this disgusting trash box, took out a phone and recorded it, this is a special kind of offender, folks. This is who he is. And there's a real problem letting something like this back out into society with the rest of us. It's right there. We have the terms of Butler's rehabilitation plan. It includes daily check-ins. I'm sure he'll abide by that. A curfew. No social media, along with counseling and community service. We don't abort. We do not need him in the community serving anyone. We do not need him serving any of the community. It's appalling. The mother of one of the victims told Daily Mail, slap on the wrist sentence. I received similar punishments for breaking curfew when I was a teenager, she added. It's a complete injustice to these girls and to future victims because, unfortunately, statistically, won't end. Not only are you giving a slap in the face to these survivors, you are potentially putting other women at risk by not holding him accountable. Hell, not holding him at all. The mom of the second victim also ripped the joke punishment. Photos of one of the victims in the hospital has been made public now. Statement from the mother. It's not equivalent to what he did to them, she said. I told the DA I don't want him to get away with this because I cannot know that another mother is going to have to go through what I went through, she continued. New York Post filling in the reporting. So I would like to just go on the record and not play any games here, Elliott. Women and girls don't matter. Okay? To the DA's office, to the perhaps kind of famous coach and the vile offspring of that coach in this story, the principal of this story. We just need to, let's just let the women and girls know in this area and beyond, you don't matter. What say you?
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, I think when you look at that photo too, I mean, I cannot believe that photo of him standing or sitting outside the courtroom wearing just these ridiculous sunglasses. And then he's got the mom and the sister sort of lording over him like they're gargoyles protecting him. Like this should be a painting. It's like there's a subreddit called Accidental Renaissance, but there's like a lot to unpack from that. And it's not an accidental renaissance in a good way. This is an example of someone who is an absolute monster, and it really shouldn't be this complicated. And those parents should be ashamed of themselves. The family should be ashamed of themselves. Obviously, he should be ashamed of himself. I'm incredibly interested in the fact that they found that he had recorded these crimes and what exactly his intentions were after recording them. And I also am highly doubtful that he'll actually be off of a social media, let alone the internet. I think that this kid has grown up and had very little rules and now is a bad apple. And rather than take care of it and remove him from society, they are doing what these people do, which is protect their own and say, hey, kids will be kids. It's like Vance when all of those text messages leaked of the young Republican leaders. Hey, it's no big deal. Who cares if they're 35 years old? They're just children. So it's infuriating.
And they said some disgusting things that would be aligned with this vile character.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see. This is another reason why it's so important to have you on the show. I was getting so worked up with just having to go through and chronicle, which we need to do for the audience. Again, this is a mirror. But can we put the picture back up that Elliott's talking about? You're so right. Look at the sister. I want you to take a look at the sister. Let's just start there. A picture is worth more than 1,000 words, folks. Okay. You take a real good look and then go back and review this clip on tyt.com, YouTube. Look at the sister. Who are you guarding? Your brother is a hideous, vile person who's done horrible things. And there you have mom, and my opinion in looking at the picture, mom is apathetic. She just kind of goes along with it and never, just this is either you're going to have a voice or you're not. Yay, there it is. And
And
there's the guy in the middle. Take it away.
the symbolism too of him just sitting down the entire time while his family is the one that stands up for him, quite literally here. I mean, it is really
Wow.
darkly poetic and terrible.
The glass is all of it. You're so right. This tells the story. You are not safe as long as this person's out there. And you know what? I don't know if you can rehabilitate people who do these kinds of acts. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. We'll never know though. You're not going to be rehabilitated when everybody supports your wrongdoing. America, look at your life. But this one right here, baby, this is, you want to rank something. This one's right up there. And the profile probably matches some other horrific crimes that we've studied over the decades. Sick.